Welcome back, grade 2 students, in your new English virtual class for today. Today, kids, we will answer the question in your booklet for grade 2 students. Please get ready and open page 2 in your booklet. Let's start answer the question of your new story, The Sign Maker's Assistants. Kids, so here in this section, they ask us to pick and choose the correct word to complete the sentence, each sentence. Let's read the word in the box here. We have, read with me. Who can read these words, kids? Can you read with me, please? We have sign maker, the person or who makes sign, the person who makes sign, like the old man and Norman, both of them make sign. Also, we have the second word, townspeople, the people who lived in the town, we call them townspeople. Like you and me, all of us lived in Dammam. We are the townspeople of Dammam town. We have also afternoon around 12 p.m. in the morning. It's a period of time around 12 o'clock, like the prayer time at the school, 12 o'clock. Yes. We have also the word important with a great value, blame, if you said that someone is responsible for doing a mistake, you blame him for that mistake. Blame. We have also idea is a thought that comes in your head. This is the idea. Let's read sentence number 1. Kids, I want you to help me to choose the correct answer. Let's read together, please. The blank chased the sign maker. Who chased the sign maker in the sign maker's assistant story? Who can tell me the correct answer? Who chased him? Yes, excellent. Grade 2. The townspeople chased the sign maker. Why did they chase the sign maker? Because they thought that he did all of that tricky games with them with his sign. Okay. Number 2. It was Rosa's to write the letter. It was Rosa's to write the letter. Rosa's what? Who think about writing the letters? What do we call the idea that I just say the answer, kids? Yes. What do we call that thought that comes in your head? Who can tell me? Is it a blame? It was Rosa's blame. It was Rosa's afternoon. Or it was Rosa's idea. Yes, excellent, grade 2 student. It was Rosa's idea to write the letter. She think about it. Okay, she decided that we should write a letter to our friend. In this sentence, yes, here. Sentence number 3, kids. It is blank to follow the signs. It is what to follow the signs? If you see, kids, the stop sign, so you must stop in front of the stop signs. So it is what? The word that means with a great value. Okay? It is very, important to follow the sign. Yes, we should follow the sign. It is very important to follow the signs. So kids, here the sentence, it's important to follow the signs. Sentence number 4, kids. It was Juan's fault that the toy broke, so he took the what? Here he did a mistake. What was his mistake and his fault? That he broke the toy. He broke the toy. So he took what, kids? The blame. Yes. For sure his mother will blame him for that mistake. If you did any mistake, your mother, she will say you will take all the responsibility for doing that mistake or make that fault. So she will blame you. Here, what is the fault that Juan's actually did? He, as you can see, broke the toy. Okay? Yes. Here, sentence number 5. The blank made many signs for the town. Who made the signs for the town, kids? What do we call him, the person who make the signs? Who can choose the correct answer? Who make the signs? The townspeople, the important, or the sign maker? Yes, excellent grade 2 students. So he is the sign maker who made many signs for the town. The sign makers made many signs for the town. Number 6 here, kids. After lunchtime, the young children took and what? What do we call it this period of time? At the lunchtime around the 12 o'clock p.m. What do we call it, kids? Who can tell me? The small kids usually sleep at that time of the day. We called it what? Afternoon. Excellent, grade 2 students. After lunch, the young children took an afternoon nap. Yes, excellent. Here, as you all of you kids know, in this section B, we will form sentences. We will form sentences using the following words. The first word, sign maker. Who can give me any sentence using sign maker? Hmm? Who can give me any sentence using sign makers? Hmm? The sign maker is a person who makes sign. Or you can also give me another sentence. The sign maker works hard. Yes, the sign maker works hard. This is another sentence for the sign maker. Yes. Okay, kids, please write this sentence in your booklet. Here, this word, read with me this word number 2, please. Who can read with me? Blame. 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 Blame, to say that someone is responsible for making a mistake. Who can give me a sentence for blame? Don't blame me, it's your mistake, kids. Here, I blame my sister for breaking the vase. She break the vase, so I blame her. It is her mistake. Okay, she's the one who broke the vase. So I blame my sister for breaking the vase. Yes. Word number 3, kids. Can you read with me, please? Afternoon. Afternoon, the period of time around 12 o'clock p.m. Who can give me a sentence using afternoon? Did you remember that sentence? I said for you, I will play with my brother in the afternoon. Yes, it's a good time to play outside in the afternoon if you have a holiday at that day. So, who can tell me and write for me another sentence? It was a sunny afternoon. It was a sunny afternoon. Yes, we can play outside. Here, word number 4, we have idea. Idea. Idea is a thought that comes in your head. So who can give me a sentence using idea? Do you have any idea about any sentence, kids? This is a sentence. So here, kids, I will write, it is a good idea to play football. It is a good idea to play football. Okay. Here, word number 5, important. Important. Important, as we said many times, means what, kids? Important. Important, which is mean with a great value. With a great value. It is very important to study hard. It is very important to study hard, kids. Who can give me any sentence using the word important? Who can give me any sentence using the word important? Healthy food is important to our body. Healthy food is important to our body. Yes, and which food is not important to your body, kids? As I said for you, the junk food. The junk food is not important to your body. Yes. If you finish, kids, please turn the page. We will answer the first question of our new story, The Sign Maker's Assistant. Let's read together, kids. What did the sign maker say when people thanked him? Who remember? When the people thanked the sign maker, did he say, okay, I am the one, I am the superhero who made all of these signs alone? Did he say like this, that he made all of these signs alone? Who can remember, kids? For sure no. He said that he couldn't have done it without Norman's help. He said that he couldn't have done it without Norman's help because he's a grateful person, which means he remember what Normans did for him and help him to make all of the sign of the town. So that's why he is so kind and grateful person. So again, what did the old sign maker said? He said that he couldn't have done it without Norman's help. Yes, really the sign maker is a good man. Question number 2, kids. What kind of person is the sign maker? Who can describe the sign maker, kids? Can you describe the sign maker, please, kids? Was he a bad man or what? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Was he a useless man? He didn't know how to do anything? Who can tell me? Who can describe him, kids? Let's describe him. He is grateful and kind. So he is a grateful man and kind. Grateful means that he said, I couldn't actually did anything without Norman's help. He helped me a lot. And he was also kind person. He was kind person. Okay. Let's read question number 3. Kids, read with me, please. What did Norman's first sign say? What did Norman's first sign say? And what happened when people read it? Okay, so what did Norman's first sign say? And what happened when people read it? Actually, who remember the first sign that Norman made when he crept into the sign maker's shop while he was taking a nap? Who remember that sign that Norman hung it in front of the school's door? Did you remember, kids? Anyone remember, please, grade 2 students? Anyone remember? It said, no school today. No school today. And what did the people do when they read the sign? They went home. The kids said, hooray, and they went home. They went home. Okay, kids, it said no school, and all the people, they went home. They went where? Home. Excellent, grade 2 students. Let's complete answering the question, kids, in page number 3 in your booklet for the new story, The Sign Maker's Assistant. Question number 4, read with me, kids. What did Norman do when he watched people obeying his sign, which means follow his sign without thinking? They were all the people. Follow his stupid and silly signs without thinking. They were really stupid people. What did he do when he watched him? So, did he went and stop the people from obeying that sign, or what? Who remember? He laughed. Really? He was very naughty, kids, that Norman. He laughed until tears came to his eyes. Oh my God, Norman, you are so naughty, kid. So he laughed until the tears came to his eyes. Yes, he was feeling really happy and cheerful. He laughed a lot when he was playing with those people games and the trick games. Okay, so he laughed until the tears came to his eyes. He laughed until tears came to his eyes. Question number 5. Read with me, kids, please. What kind of person is Norman? What kind of person is Norman? He was a good boy. He take care of the sign maker's shop. And he locked it, and he never play and do his own sign. What kind of person is Norman? Who can tell me? He's a tricky boy. Yes, he's a tricky boy. He likes to play games with people. Silly games with people, which is really bad. Okay? So Norman, really, he's a tricky boy. He is tricky boy. Let's see question number 6, kids. Why did the people get upset by the new signs? Upset, which is mean mad and angry. They get mad. So why did the people get angry and sad by the new signs? Why, kids? Why? Who can tell me where the new signs that Norman wrote were actually good signs, like the old sign maker signs? Were they? Who can tell me? Because it made them confused and hurt. Yes, the new signs that Norman did was really making mess everywhere around the town. All the people actually get confused and hurt because they throw the garbage all over in front of the store, grocery stores. Also, the detour sign for the cars make the cars passing through the houses. And also they for example, they ate their hats, and they bought a lot of presents for Norman. Yeah, so here, because it made them confused and hurt, which is really, really bad and sad thing that happened to the people. While Norman was laughing, the people actually get confused and hurt from his sign. So why did the people get upset by the new signs? Because it made them confused and hurt. Confused and hurt. They didn't know what to do. They start to think and said, what are all of these new sign? Why we are following this sign? Okay, so that's why they took a decision to tearing off and cut all the sign. Okay, kids, turn the page please if you finish. How did Norman feel when he watched the angry people chasing the sign maker? So Norman suddenly he watched all the townspeople running after the sign maker because they thought that the sign maker made all of these bad signs. So did Norman just laugh as usual? What he did at that time, who can tell me? Did he feel sorry? Let's see the answer. Norman felt sorry and bad that they are blaming the sign maker. At that moment, Norman realized and understand that he did a big fault and big mistake. Okay? So Norman felt sorry and bad that they are blaming who? The sign maker. The sign maker. He wrote a big sign. Kids, do you remember that big sign that Norman's wrote? And he said, don't blame the sign maker. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Okay. Let's go to the true and false section and read the first sentence here, kids. In exercise D, write true or false. The sign maker makes signs that have the correct information. Yes, the old sign maker, not Norman. The old sign maker makes signs that have the correct information. Who can tell me? Did he write the sign and makes the sign with the correct information? Who can tell me, kids? Yes, for sure. Yes, because he wrote them from his wisdom. From his wisdom. Okay? So that's why the people followed and obeyed all of his sign without thinking. Okay? So it's true. Number 2, townspeople like and respect the sign maker. Did they like and respect the old man? The old, kind, talented man? Did they respect him at the beginning of the story, kids? For sure, yes. All of them respect the sign maker because he is a good and kind person. Okay, and they paid him a lot of money for his good and great job because he was working the finest and the greatest job in the town. Okay? Number 3, Norman doesn't dream of having his own shop. He was dreaming at the beginning, kids, that he wish if I have my own shop. He said that sentence, kids. So this sentence for sure 100% it's false. Yes, because Norman at the beginning he said the sentence that I wish if I have my own shop. Yes, he said it at the beginning of the story. Number 4, the sign maker think that Norman is ready to have his own shop now. He said, okay, yes, you are ready. I will give you my shop. Did he say like this, kids? False. He said, perhaps, maybe in the future, when you grow up and when you have a great wisdom like me, like the old man, you will have your own shop. But at this age, you are so small, kids, to have your own shop, because it is a very big responsibility, kids, to have a shop of signs. Okay? And make people follow your signs. You must have a wisdom. You must have a wisdom, kids. Okay, that's why the sign maker said for Norman, perhaps, maybe in the future you will have, but not now. Not now. Number 5, Norman has always wanted to swim in the fountain. Who can tell me? Did Norman likes to swim in the fountain? Did he like to swim in the fountain, kids? Did Norman like to swim in the fountain? Was he Norman, as we can see here in question number 5, sentence number 5, Norman has always wanted to swim in the fountain? Yes, for sure. True. That's why, because he wrote a big sign. He said, fountain opening to swim. Okay? He makes all the kids in the town share him and swim with him in the fountain because he liked to swim there. Sentence number 6. The misleading signs put the town in a mess, big mess, the garbage everywhere, crashed of car everywhere. Yeah, for sure. So it's true. It's what? True. The misleading sign that Norman made put the town in a huge and a great mess. The garbage everywhere, the crash of the car everywhere. People started eating their hats, which is really a big mess. Okay? From that naughty, tricky boy, Norman. Signs. Let's read sentence number 7. Townspeople thought that the sign maker is playing tricks. So again, townspeople thought that the sign makers is playing tricks. Yes, they thought that the sign maker is the one who playing tricks. They didn't think even for 1 minute, for 1 moment, that it was Norman signs. They thought that all this misleading signs made by the sign maker. Yes, they didn't think that it was Norman's fault. So it's true. The townspeople thought that the sign maker is playing tricks with them. That's why they chased him at the end of the story. As you remember, all the people were waiting, townspeople waiting for the sign maker at the front of his shop to chase him. Okay? Okay. So sentence number 8. The angry townspeople chased Norman into the woods. Did they chase Norman? Who remember? Did they chase Norman or the sign maker, kids, grade 2 students? For sure, false. They didn't chase Norman. They chased the sign maker. They chased the sign maker. Sentence number 9. Norman didn't give back the present. Did Norman kept all the present inside his room and he didn't give the people back their present? Did he? At the end of the story? Who remember? Did Norman take all the presents from the people and he didn't give them back? Who can tell me? When he felt regret, kids, and he said, I am sorry, I will give you back all the presents, and he cleaned the garbage. Yes, kids. False. It is false, for sure. Norman didn't actually keep all the presents and he gave them back to the townspeople. Okay, so it's false. Number 10, Norman was sorry. He fixed his mistake. At the end of the story, Norman, he felt sorry and he fixed his mistake and he cleaned the garbage. He gave back all the presents. Is this sentence, kids, true or false? Who can help me, please? It's true. It's true. Yes, at the end, Norman felt regret. He said, I am sorry, and he fixed all of his mistake. Yes, so it's true. Sentence number 11, kids. The sign maker was an ungrateful man, which means he said at the beginning of the story? Who remember? Did he say to the people who came to his shop and bought from him the signs, did he say for them, I did all of these signs alone, no one helped me? Or did he say, I couldn't do it without Norman's help? Who can tell me? He was ungrateful man. He didn't say thank you to the help of Norman. For sure, it's false. The sign maker was grateful man. He was kind and grateful man. Sentence number 12. The children were sad because the school was closed. Did the children was or were sad because the school was closed? Did they were sad actually? Who can tell me? The children were sad because the school was closed, or did they say hooray and everybody went home and they felt actually cheered up, all of them cheered up? Who can tell me? False, because yes, the students were feeling very happy. All of them said hooray, we are going home, and they left the school at that day. Okay, kids, this is the end of our class for today. I hope you enjoy and see you next time. Thank you for listening.